A missed opportunity to showcase Wales to the world. One of the reactions to the news we brought you last night that a request to film part of the new James Bond film in the Assembly's debating chamber has been turned down. Officials don't think the filming would be in keeping with the status of the chamber. More now from our arts and media correspondent, Huw Thomas.
Daniel Craig is James Bond, here at the launch of his latest film, Spectre. It's the 24th big-screen adventure for the world's most famous secret agent. And it promises the cars, the villains and the girls that are the trademarks of cinema's most enduring movie franchise. But one iconic building that hasn't made the cut is the Senedd. A request by Bond's producers to use its debating chamber was turned down. The Assembly said that while some media activity is allowed in the chamber, that only happens when it's related to the work of the Assembly or when it reflects what it calls the chamber's status as the focal point of Welsh civic life. It is not, the spokesman said, a drama studio. Like the Senedd, the UK's other parliaments are also wary about letting film crews inside. But the situation has frustrated some who use the debating chamber for their day job.
Here we had the most successful film franchise, the Bond franchise, wishing to come to Wales to film a piece for their latest film. It would have been a great opportunity to showcase the democratic home of Welsh democracy, as well as Wales as a positive 21st century country, and it could have been a great boost for tourism. Sadly, that opportunity has been lost now.
The Welsh Government said it's doing everything it can to attract filmmakers, but Deputy Culture Minister Ken Skates didn't hide his disappointment. He tweeted, "But for the Assembly Commission, my dream of Bond coming to Wales would have come true. Not happy."
This is the Doctor.
Hello.
Doctor Who was allowed into the Senedd's public areas, and the film and TV industry remains an important part of the Welsh economy. The creative industries employ almost 50,000 people here, with more than 100 productions filmed in Wales over the past few years.
I think this will pass over, as it were, because Wales has already got a good track record. We're lucky because of that, Torchwood, Doctor Who, and of course going back to the 30s and the 40s when Wales has always been a fantastic location.
The decision has left many James Bond fans feeling shaken and not stirred. A vodka martini and lots of other attractions in Cardiff that would have kept James Bond occupied had he been able to come here. But it's just not to be. Plenty, though, of James Bond fans hoping that the Welsh Assembly in future will never say never again. While Cardiff had a lot to offer Bond, his fans won't see the city or the Senedd when Spectre opens in cinemas later this year.